What's going on YouTube? Today we're doing Cyrus Cottage Land 2021. It was a CTF that took place in 2021. I know it's old, kind of 1 year, but I like the concept that they explained a practical scenario on social engineering toolkit. So that's the reason why I'm doing this video. We're going to take a practical example on using the social engineering toolkit, and we're going to do some WordPress hacking. So what you need to do about this room is that you can do it either using the attack box or using your virtual machine. So for me, I'm using my virtual machine. Specifically, I'm using backbox. So what you need to do if you're doing that on your virtual machine, you need to add these two lines on your host file. Okay, so basically what we're going to do here, we're going to my machine and we're going to issue sudo nano etc host. Okay, and here you're going to change, take this and make sure that you have these two lines. So here goes the machine IP address. Okay, and then you have here the DNS name of the IP address, repair shop at SPRC, and down here you have the fonts Google APIs. We're going to hit save, and this is it. So that's if you're doing that on your virtual machine, and if you're doing that on the attack box, you have to do the same. So no questions to answer here. Let's start now with the social engineering toolkit. Okay, this is what you see when you first open the social engineering toolkit. As you can see, we have a menu of various options. And the first one relates to social engineering attack, and the next one for penetration testing attacks, and 3 for third-party modules. If you want to update, you select 4. So basically, you navigate through these options by selecting the appropriate number from the list. Now, for the sake of this video, we're going to simulate a phishing campaign. Okay, so what we're going to do here, guys, is that let me show you the website that we're going to target. So let's go to opening a browser. And gonna paste in the link. Okay, we're gonna assume that this is the site that we want to target. Specifically, we want to target the employees, okay, working at this company. So what we're going to do here, we're going to clone the administration or the WordPress administration page. Since our target are people who administer the site, we're going to send the admins and whoever works on the site, we're going to send a phishing campaign. And in order to steal their credentials, we're going to need the form, the WP administration form. So we're going to send them this page, and we're going to tell them that through a phishing email that you need to update your password, or you need to update a specific plugin or theme. We're gonna do some impersonation, or what is called spear phishing campaigns. Now, for now, this is our target. Okay, so what we're going to do here, guys, first we're gonna clone this page to make it look like the real one. So going back here, we're gonna go with social engineering attacks. Okay, so upon selecting social engineering attacks, we have a couple options to go with. Spear phishing attack vectors. This is if you want to conduct a phishing campaign and you want to make it look like coming from a specific person. Spear phishing attack vectors normally targets high profile or high ranking profile individuals in organizations. So when we select this one, we send a campaign and make it look like coming from one of these individuals, like the CEO or the CFO, right? So we increase the chances of people opening the link and filling in their details, since it's coming from a trusted and authoritative source. Website attack vectors. Here we come to explore different options that have to do with the cloning our target website. Our target site here is this one. We want to clone the WordPress administration panel to be able to send it to our targets. So we're going to go with website attack vectors. 3, infectious media generator. If you want to perform attacks over the USB or other media, you can go with infectious media generator. Here you create payloads. And 5, mass mailer attack, if you want to send mass emails. And the rest are a couple options that we won't be using in this video. So let's go with the popular one, website attack vectors. We want to clone the site. So 2. Now upon selecting 2 here, we have also a couple options to go with. So for every option, as you can see, we have the description up here. For example, Java applet attack, you can read the description. Method will spoof a Java certificate and deliver a Metasploit based payload. For the sake of simplicity, we're going to simulate only phishing campaign in this scenario. And most phishing campaigns, the objective of these campaigns is to grab the username and password of the target. Sometimes the objective is to steal or grab the credit cards. You can customize your phishing campaign as you see fit, depending on the page you are trying to clone. So in our scenario, we are cloning a login page. So for that reason, we're going with the credential harvester method. So by definition, it will utilize web cloning of a website that has a username and password field and harvest all the information posted to the site. So if we scroll down, we can go with 3. Okay, and here we have 3 options: web templates, site cloner, and custom import. Now web templates, as you can see, or as set by the tool, allow you to import list of predefined web applications like Gmail, Facebook, Twitter. So you can clone the login page of these websites if you want to, if your target is using Twitter or Facebook, or if you want to harvest credentials of this site. So you can go with the option 1. Site cloner, if you have customized website, or if you have a specific website that you want to clone, you can select option 2. And lastly, option 3, custom import, allows you to import your own website or your own, if you have specific site that's internal or specific template, you can import it here, option 3. So we're going with site cloner. Okay, here there are a couple of questions that will be asked to complete the setup. So here we're going to place the IP address of my machine, since it is the machine that will host the fake page. In case you're doing a public phishing campaign, you need to use your public IP address or the public IP address of the server or the computer that will host the fake page. So 127.0.0.1. All right, now here we come to the page that we will clone. Since we're targeting the login page, we're going to use this link. Paste. Okay, so now it is working and it is listening on port 200. This indicates that my web server now is running on port 200 and hosting the fake page. If you want to change the port 200, you can go to the set or the tool configuration file by navigating to cd etc SET Toolkit. And here you have the configuration file. If you want to change this, nano set, scrolling all the way down, locate web_port. Let's see where it is. So here it is, web_port. It is 200. You can change it whatever value you want except 80. I prefer not to run this page on port 80 because port 80 normally it is used by the main web server. So we're gonna close this one and get back here. So now let's make sure that the page is running by opening the browser and navigating to a private window, typing in 127.0.0.1 and then 200. Okay, so as you can see here, we have successfully cloned the administration panel page. No difference, right? As you can see, the only real difference that you can spot is the URL. So now if you go ahead, take the URL and use something called URL shortener so that you mask the real URL. When masking the real URL, the recipient okay, won't be able to find the real URL, all right, unless they pay close attention and use a URL shortener, or they investigate more on where the page points. So basically, as you can see, no difference, only the URL. So after you have cloned the page, you're going to go back to the social engineering toolkit and launch the spear phishing campaign. As you can see here, spear phishing attack vector. All right, so here, assumingly, whatever someone types in the username and the password, we will be able to see it here, as we have now a listener running. Scrolling down. Okay, so as you can see, we have a listener running, and once we navigate to the page, as you can see, we see the request that we have made to the page. Now, when someone types in credentials, we should be able to see the credentials here. Let's try that. Okay, let's see now. Let's put some dummy credentials, dummy admin and dummy password. If all things were set up correctly, we should be able to see the username and password in the terminal here. Okay, let's try now. Login. Don't save. As you can see, it will redirect now to the main shop page. That's good. If you go back, check out the social engineering toolkit. Let's see. As you can see, the parameters have been captured correctly, the username and the password and the username, along with the, as you can see, other parameters such as the redirect. It's telling you that it will redirect to the main original page, and that's good because it will make people think that they have typed the credentials incorrectly. That's why the page has redirected. And that's how you conduct an example of a social engineering campaign, okay, using the harvester method. Of course, you are free to go explore all of the other options. Okay, let's see here what are the questions that we will need to answer. So opening up task 3, we go through the questions. Terminal is a powerful tool that you can use to give instructions to the attack box computer and can be used on applications. To find out the name of the account you're using, type "who am I" into the terminal and press enter. Okay, so here you need to, if you're using the attack box, you're gonna have to open the terminal and type "who am I." This will reveal the user or the of you that you are using. I'm not using the attack box, but I know what is the user, so it's basically root. Okay, scrolling down, see what are other questions. We have this one. Question: what is the first option under the penetration testing fast track menu? So if we go to the social engineering toolkit and we return back 99, again 99. So penetration testing fast track, it's option 2. The first option is Microsoft SQL Browser. Okay, scrolling down, other questions to answer. Okay, so that's the first task, the social engineering example. And the next one is the WordPress. Okay, so let's go explore the WordPress task and answer the questions. Okay, let's take it to the left. And now we go to the page. Minimize, going back here. Back to the shop page. Okay, the first question, switch to the contact page. What is the phone number given for the company? Okay, contact, and here is the phone number. Okay, let's see, we will do this our own way. What is Theo's password? Okay, so here we start doing the pen testing for the WordPress. So the site here that we have is WordPress. Okay, so the first thing to do when we test a WordPress website is to use WP Scan. So clear, or keep this here. I'm gonna clear that. Okay, so cd WP Scan. Make sure it's working. All right. So WP Scan -- URL, and then we define the enumeration options. Basically, we're going to go for users, since it is asking about the Theo's password. Hence, it means we do not need to enumerate the plugins and the usernames. So the plugins and the themes, we're going to go with -EU for usernames. Okay, the scan result has finished. As you can see, the username is Theo. Now, in order to find the password, we have to take one of two methods. The first one is we use a word list such as RockU. Okay, or the next method is we use Seul to generate a customized word list to the scenario. So this page here, we can take a look at this page, and we see we have several other things, right, about the owners and the team. So basically, if we run Seul over the page to create a word list, we might potentially find the correct password for that username. Okay, so I switched now to my Kali machine. I am having problems running Seul on the backbox one, so without wasting time, let's do that here. So Seul, and then we need the URL from which we will make the word list. So it's gonna be wait, I'm gonna have to add the URL to the host file first. We did that on the back box, but we need to do that here as well. So scrolling all the way down, send 244 repair shop SPRC. Okay, so Seul now, and then the URL, and we send the output to THM word list. Okay, let's see here, cat THM, and we have created the word list. Now it's time to use the word list to find the password of Theo. So we head back to WP Scan -- URL. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to use the login page, right? Let's try with this one. -U Theo -P. It's gonna be THM, the word list. And And luckily for us, we have found a matching password. Let's try it out. Going here, /wp-admin. Okay, username is Theo, and this is the password. Let's answer the question here. It is the correct password. So what else do we have to do? Add a message somewhere on the home page that says hacked by your username here. Okay. Note the wording here is very important. Make sure to get hacked by into the page somewhere. Once you have added the message, make sure to click the blue update button at the top right of the screen. Okay, then to claim your prize, navigate to in your attack box web browser. If you successfully added the hacked by message into the home page, then there should be a flag displayed on the page which loads. Okay, let's take this one, hacked by, and add in the message. Okay, going to pages, home, and from here we're gonna add this. Let's see, shall we add a new page? We just want the flag, right? Add the message somewhere on the home page. Okay, somewhere on the home page. Hacked by update. Okay, let's see if we receive the flag now. We go to this. The website still seems to be intact. Are you sure you hacked by the we added hacked by to the page? Yes, we added. Let's make sure that this is the case. Visit the page and check it out. So yes, we added hacked by. So no idea why it is not showing the flag here. So okay, let's add this one. You have been hacked by. I think we're gonna have to add my username, the full username here. Okay, page updated. All right, you have been hacked, not hacker. Anyway guys, you see it, we just added it, but there's some problem with the flag not showing up. Anyway, not important. So that was it for today guys. I hope you liked the room, and I will definitely see you in the next video.